Dr. Michael Burry has once again stepped into the spotlight by expressing concerns about the broader artificial intelligence movement. His warnings tend to capture attention because of his reputation for spotting major market risks long before others see the danger. Yet even with his track record, not everyone agrees with his recent pessimism. The true outcome for these companies and for the artificial intelligence landscape as a whole will only reveal itself over time. Moments like these show why balance and perspective matter so much for investors trying to make sense of competing viewpoints. As someone attempting to evaluate both firms with a level head, it becomes clear that considering opinions from both sides provides deeper insight. The pessimists often sound especially convincing, partly because they highlight stretched valuations, aggressive assumptions, and the possibility that enthusiasm has outpaced reality. Still, just because something appears risky does not mean it is destined to collapse. The struggle between optimism and caution has defined countless chapters of market history, and choosing a side prematurely is usually unwise. In the world of bearish thinkers, few individuals carry as much influence as Dr. Michael Burry. His successful call ahead of the 2008 financial crisis cemented his reputation as someone who sees dangers before others do. Even so, outside of discussing expensive evaluations today, he has not uncovered anything as monumental as the systemic issues he identified nearly 2 decades earlier. Contrast that with Bank of America, which remains firmly aligned with those who expect continued growth from these artificial intelligence-focused firms. This growing divide between pessimism and optimism becomes even more compelling when looking at how Bank of America views the future. The bank continues to classify Nvidia, the powerful graphics processing unit designer, and Palantir, the data-driven artificial intelligence software specialist, as attractive opportunities heading into the new year. Analysts across the industry already show a strong preference for Nvidia, making bearish views far less common. Apart from Dr. Burry and a small number of skeptics, sentiment surrounding Nvidia remains overwhelmingly supportive. Competitive threats from companies such as Google and its tensor processing units continue to rise, creating new challenges for Nvidia. Even so, the majority of analysts believe the company's innovation, dominance, and adaptability will keep it in a strong position for the foreseeable future. Palantir, on the other hand, commands more skepticism because its valuation runs hotter and generates more debate. Although the company has built a reputation as a leader in artificial intelligence data solutions, the high premium placed on its future growth makes some investors wary. Despite those concerns, Bank of America has presented several reasons why both stocks could still climb meaningfully as 2026 approaches, especially as their artificial intelligence capabilities expand. Continued enthusiasm for Nvidia is not new. Bank of America was accurate when it stayed bullish throughout 2025, and nothing suggests that the bank intends to tone down its confidence. Analysts foresee consistent and powerful demand for artificial intelligence chips. They believe additional catalysts will help lift the stock toward a future price of $275. That goal represents a significant increase from present levels, especially considering the hurdles Nvidia must overcome during this challenging stretch before its next earnings updates. With headlines focusing on new competitors and emerging technologies, investors will need strong conviction to remain patient. But history has shown that betting against Nvidia during periods of rapid technological advancement has often been costly. Even if Dr. Burry eventually proves correct and his bearish stance materializes, there is a high likelihood that the decline he anticipates does not arrive soon. Market trends sometimes take far longer to unwind than expected, and strong companies can continue rising despite warnings from even the most respected contrarian voices. Palantir introduces its own layer of complexity. The company has achieved significant recognition for its artificial intelligence capabilities and its ability to help organizations analyze vast amounts of data. Yet owning the stock can feel significantly more difficult because of its heightened valuation and volatility. Bank of America, however, places Palantir in the category of best-in-class artificial intelligence enablers, and many highly regarded analysts echo that belief. Still, each time pessimists turn their attention toward Palantir, the stock tends to experience sharp reactions. The long-term direction will ultimately depend on earnings outcomes and how effectively the company proves that its growth path is sustainable. There is a strong chance that many investors still underestimate the potential of Palantir's expansion opportunities, especially its ability to strengthen margins as it scales its artificial intelligence business. Adding an extra layer of momentum, Bank of America recently raised its price expectation for Palantir to $255 from its prior prior target of $215. This upward revision implies potential gains surpassing 40%, signaling that analysts at the bank expect more strength ahead. With that forecast in mind, buying put options today does not seem advisable, particularly with enormous uncertainty surrounding the growth acceleration potential of Palantir's artificial intelligence platform. The platform is widely expected to become highly influential, but the unanswered question is whether it can exceed already elevated expectations. Surpassing those expectations would place tremendous pressure on bearish investors as 2026 moves closer, making it difficult to justify a pessimistic stance without substantial evidence of slowing momentum. As the artificial intelligence sector grows more influential, debates between optimism and caution will only intensify. Voices like Dr. Michael Burry remind investors to question assumptions and remain aware of potential risks, while organizations such as Bank of America highlight the opportunities that remain ahead. Investors seeking clarity will benefit from examining both perspectives, comparing them carefully, and recognizing that markets often carve their own unpredictable path. In the end, the evolution of Nvidia and Palantir will likely reflect a combination of technological breakthroughs, competitive dynamics, investor sentiment, and shifting economic conditions, all of which shape the market's long narrative. For more stock news updates, remember to press the like button and subscribe. With that being said, I will see you in the next video.